you are in the right place watching the right video if you want to know how to save tons and tons of time and skip all those pesky typos that slow you down as you're trying to communicate oh so eloquently. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to show you exactly how this is done. Before we get into it, if you don't know me, I'm the CEO at HealAtScale, Joy Houston. My goal is to make medical millionaires. If you'd like to be one of them, make sure to come and connect with me over on Instagram. You can connect directly with me at Real Joy Houston. So once again, it's at Real Joy Houston. As a matter of fact, I have a little cheat sheet. So if you want a cheat sheet for what we're going through today, just pop on over there, say hi to me, like DM me, say that you saw this video, and I'll make sure to get this to you. No email, no opt-in, no nothing. Okay, but let's get into it. I think if you watch this video and pause it as needed, you could probably get this accomplished right here while you're watching this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it done. So first things first is what I'm showing you is a way to not have to type at all, but instead to quickly access the voice to type feature on your keyboard. Okay, I'm going to show you this for a Mac because I've always been on a Mac. It's the only thing I know. If you're a PC person, this does exist in the PC world as well. You might need to watch a different video to see exactly how to do it, but I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly the same on a PC. So let's go ahead and get into it for a Mac. This is how you have quick access to simply tap a key twice and then start talking. Okay, so no typing an email. You're simply going to say what you wanted to type and you're going to look at it, read it, and it's going to look perfect. Okay, I'll even give you an example. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. We are going to first go to the upper right hand corner of your computer. So let me go ahead and see if I can share all of this. Okay, actually, I'm going to share my entire screen really quick so you'll have this kind of meta moment where you can see my video, but that's okay. I don't care. Okay, so way up here in the upper left hand side where there's the little apple, you're going to click on the little apple. And okay, it's not seen in the video, but if you click on the little apple, you're going to go ahead and choose system settings. Okay, I already did. Mine's already open. So I'm going to zoom in on upper right. Yeah, right here. Okay, so now you can see the keyboard settings. So if you clicked the Apple icon on your Mac and you went to system settings, this is exactly what you're going to see. And you want to choose keyboard. So let's go ahead and go to keyboard. So you're going to check here on the left-hand side until you see keyboard. Go ahead and click keyboard and it's going to open. You're going to see all of these options, okay? All you need to do is scroll down to where it says dictation. Okay, you'll see a little microphone. You want to make sure that this is toggled on. Okay, so if it was off, it would look like this. Okay, I don't want to turn mine off, but if it was off, it would not be blue. Okay, but once it's toggled on, it'll look blue exactly like this. Okay, make sure it's set up in the English in the language that you like. Okay, so if you're going to be dictating another language, you can let it know. Okay, then you're going to have to let it know the microphone source. Okay, now for me, by default, I have this linking to the microphone that's hooked up to my Camlink 4K. For you, this might likely be just your internal microphone on your computer, and that's totally fine. Okay, whatever mic your computer's actually going to be able to consume the sound from you. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have a fancy mic. You can just do this. Like I think it even say like, oh yeah, my just Mac Pro microphone. You might choose that one. Okay, for me, automatically I have my whole audio visual set up through my Camlink 4K. Okay, now you get to pick how you want the shortcut to be set up. Okay, for me, I have it chosen that you can press the control key twice. Okay, so let me just really quickly, in case that's not super clear, let's go ahead and go iPhone, and then let's show my iPhone as a camera. And let me show you. Okay, so if you're looking at your keyboard, that key right there with the heart on it, that's the control key. Kind of obvious, but I'm just showing you just in case. Okay, I'm doing this video as if I would have to explain it to my mom. Okay, I don't want anybody to miss out. Okay, so that control key right there is set up so that if I double tap it, the voice tapping starts again, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here and make sure upper right. Let's see here, upper right there. There you go. Okay, so now I have mine what I just showed you, that if I press the control key twice. If for some reason you're using that as a shortcut, you do have all of these other options, okay? I don't use this one as a double tap for anything else, so it works perfect for me. It's handy. It's in the lower right corner of my keyboard, so I can just tap it really quickly. So that's the shortcut that I picked, okay? So I'm simply pressing the control key twice. I have auto punctuation turned on. It's up to you if you want to be the type to say a sentence and then say period, or say a question and say question mark, or whatever you want. If you can turn it off, I like it on. It does a fabulous job. Okay. And then once it said that, you're good. Okay. All these settings are there. We don't have anything else. So we're good. Okay. So I'm just going to click it again. I'm going to go back to my keyboard. I'm going to make sure everything's saved exactly as I want it. Yep. All good. Okay. So that's how you turn it on in your computer. Now what I want it on with your Mac. Now I want you to see it in action. So you see how this literally saves me tons of time, right? I mean, I can type pretty fast, but I can talk even faster. Those of you who had to slow the video down can attest to that, right? So speaking my emails, speaking, anything, messages into Asana, all of my ChatGPT conversations are had via voice, not via text. I don't do any of that unless I'm using a prompt stack, which I design a ton of prompt stack for the practitioners in our mastermind. So if that's of interest to you, again, comment on this video, reach out to me at RealJoyHouston at Instagram. I'm happy to give you the cheat sheet to do this, but honestly, I think you just watch this video, you can get it done. Okay. But come say hi to me anyways. Okay. I'm a friendly person. Okay, so now let's show it to you in action. Okay, so let's go Chrome one up so you can see my window. Okay, so let's say that I'm sending an email. Okay. Test project analysis. Okay. If I say anything, it's just going to start typing it, you guys. So let's say someone walks up to you at your desk. Okay, you're going to want to tap it again. Tap the control key again, and it's going to stop. Okay, just so you know. But let's go ahead and make ourselves space. Okay. Hi, Kaylin. I looked over the test project that you submitted, and I absolutely love your ideas for simplifying our interest compounding process. Okay, now I'm going to hit it again so it stops, okay? And now it's not texting anymore. But I can go ahead and give her my entire description, describe everything I want to go to her. I can even, when I'm done, check this out. Thanks for your time, comma, Joy. Okay? And obviously I might be like having my cursor kind of go along so I can, oops. That's the thing, you got to remember to turn it off, okay? So I looked over, there we go. Okay, I looked over the test project, you're gonna put your carriage returns wherever you want them, and you're good to go. Okay, so no more typos, and you can do this for ChatGPT. You can use this for email. You can use this for anything that you want. I will tell you one little caveat to this is that it becomes very addictive. You just save so much time and things move so much faster. You can communicate so much more clearly. So I highly recommend that you use this as a time and efficiency hack. One thing that I will share with you, because it is so addictive, is if I go into any Google document, okay, so let me just I'll go into the agenda that I use to communicate with my EA. Okay, so let's say, let me find this document and then I'll share screen here. So let's go home. Here we go. I'm going to open a Google document and then you can see it. Okay, now I'll let you see. Okay, so now we're gonna come in here. If you get addicted to this, you guys, and you go to tap and you're in, any kind of Google document, let's just make a new space down here. Okay, so this will be our blank page that we're looking at. What's gonna happen is you're gonna by out of habit, you'll just kind of double tap and you'll try to type and nothing will happen. Okay, so in the Google Docs environment, you still can use voice by type, but you actually have to use their internal tool. Okay, so that'll be the one caveat that I'll say to you is if this becomes as addictive to you as it is to all the people in our community who use this function, I'll just show you really quickly how to manage it when you're in a Google Doc. Okay, so if you're in a Google Doc, you can simply go Tools up here. Okay, and then you're going to choose this option for voice typing. Okay, so once again, you're typing in a doc and you're like, man, it doesn't work. That shortcut doesn't work. I would like to use voice type. Come on up here to tools. So once again, click tools, drop down to voice typing right here, click on voice typing, and then the same thing. You can use this and then you'll go ahead and click on this, and everything that you would like to share will be typed into your Google document using Google's internal feature for voice typing. Period. And then you click on it again to stop, okay? So that's how you do it. If you get addicted to it and you're like, oh man, I love it so much, but I can't use it in Google Docs, there's even a quick fix for that. All right. So I hope that this helps save you as much time and energy as it does for me and for the members of our Practitioner Accelerator community. If you are ready to share your superpowers with other people in a leveraged way, and by leveraged, I mean you still get to share your brilliance, you still get to share your protocols, you still get to do all of the things that you do in the one-on-one setting, but instead of only sharing your superpowers one-on-one, you also add in a live group program that people can start whenever they want, and you have a, once a week or however frequency you need, once a week session to answer Q&A, to interact with them. That's a live group program. Okay, so you take the same superpowers, expertise, knowledge that you share in the one-on-one, and you can turn that into a group program so people can have access to what you do at a price point that's less expensive than one-on-one, but it's more profitable for you because you're helping a lot of people at once in a group setting, okay? And then once you have that, you can also turn that into a self-study course that is even less expensive, but it doesn't have access to you. It doesn't have you as a live component. It's strictly an additional layer of income coming into your business, okay? The magic of this is that you take your one favorite protocol. Well, you can start with one and then you can do it with many protocols later. But you take something that you already love to do. You're already really good at it. You know it works. You have testimonials for it. You take that process and you do a live group program to escort people through the same information over a certain amount of time so that they can experience the results. You guys have lots of access to even adding in lab tests if you need it, because through physician services now you can have labs included. You can still use your full script account or recommend supplements. You can do all of those things. You simply can only educate rather than prescribe or treat. Okay, so taking the same thing that you love to do, turning it into a teaching mechanism and in a live format, and then once that is completed and you have all the assets ready, then you can turn that into an evergreen course that anybody can take anytime that they want. So from one protocol you love, you have 3 revenue streams. All right. If that's your jam at all, if you even want to talk about if that might work for you, then definitely reach out to me. You can go to HealAtScale.com and you'll find the option to book a session and we can talk through it and see if it works for you. You can also come over and see me on Instagram. I'm at RealJoyHouston. And yeah, just DM me and let's chat about if it's possible for you to get set up to heal at scale. If you like this video, if this marketing efficiency hack, if this time and typo saving act is helpful for you, then be sure to subscribe, right? Subscribe, share this with other people, comment, all that stuff helps us do better in the algorithm. And I will see you in the next video.